Hello, hi. We got some buffs and nerfs in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra just before the maintenance finishes. Okay, I did not expect that at all. Like I thought they would let the characters kind of breathe for a bit, like at least a week, before doing any types of buffs and nerfs. Let's actually read this. I haven't I just saw this post. I was like, I had to make a video about this. All right, so as you all know, Gekishin Squadra should be out by the time you see this video. So this video is gonna just inform you on all the things you need to know about the characters that have been buffed and nerfed, or maybe some changes. So let's just go ahead and read this. Version 1.10 patch notes. Okay, the Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra is on its last countdown towards the launch date. On release, the game will have a balance patch from the network test held in June. Okay. The balance changes have two major objectives: to balance outlier heroes and to tweak game functions with unintended behaviors, including the hero pick rates and win rates we posted on our SNS accounts. By the way, yeah, they do have these like win rates. They kind of just posted. So I'll probably just put the picture on screen here. But yeah, these pictures just show like the pick rates and also the win rates for all of the characters. Anyways, we have taken into account numerous other key performance indicators. They include, but are not limited to, general hero performances in specific ranks to individual hero numerics. Not to mention how we plan ahead in tandem with the future hero characters to be released. Of course, we understand some participants of the network test may be in disdain due to their favorite characters being nerfed or tweaked, but do not worry, Squadra will be implementing periodic balance changes so as to provide healthy and ever changing play environments, providing opportunity for every hero to shine in one way or another throughout the seasons. For now, we hope you to join us on Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, and we wait for your feedback on the official SNS accounts and official Discord channel. This is honestly very cool. Like, I want this game to have like a very changing meta. Like, I don't want this just be like a one character show type of thing, right? So them like tweaking characters like between seasons and maybe emergency changes would be very good for the game. Anyways, let's actually now move on to the buffs and nerfs. So the first for buffs here we have Son Gohan Kid. Okay, I'm hella cool with this. So I know a lot of you have not seen my tier list. It's very garbage, by the way. It's just based on my personal um, time playing the game. I have probably just changed a lot of my opinions uh, by the end of the beta. But that tier list that I made, I'm gonna put like at least a picture just to show my tier list by the end. It's not perfect by any means. It's very bad, I know, but it does have some of these characters that are quote unquote weak on there. So I'm just gonna put that picture right here just to see if I was like on the money, if that character is like okay, bad, or good. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. So Son Gohan here. Base HP adjusted to increase more easily during the match outsets. I really don't know what they mean by this. As in, like, just the beginning of the match, you get more HP. By leveling it up or something like that. Again, this is not really clarified here, but I'm just guessing more HP. So, cool. Um, and then we have the passive, which is Friendship Boost. During the Friendship Boost, all attack up effect to ally heroes increased from 300 to 400. Okay, cool. That's a little buff. You get more attack for your ally heroes. A 100 increase is actually a big difference. So, yeah, I'll definitely take that. And the rush attack, during the exploding rage, the rush attack damage is increased from 100 times 6 to 140 times 6. That's that's a big difference, no? So we go from 100 times 6, which is 600, to 140 times 6, which is, let me do the calculation real quick. That is gonna be 840. Yeah, that's big. All right, we'll take that. We have the second skill, which is Masin Yaku. Is this supposed to be Masenko? Why is it written like this? Um, Either this is a typo or I don't know. I just don't know how to read. So, skill level 1 radius is 1.5 to 1.75. Okay, that's a small difference, but again, W. And level 2, you go from 1.5, sorry, 1.75 to 2 meters. I'll definitely take that. That's again small buffs, but could definitely be the difference between hitting your opponent and not. So yeah, skill 3 is leave this to me, which is energy defense down effect to enemies within the barrier is increased from 600 to 800, and the energy defense down effect to enemies within the barrier adjusted to persist for 2 seconds after exiting. This is insanely powerful. So basically you debuff your enemy's defense by 800 now, which again, 600 was already good. 800 is going to be crazy. And this right here, this is just like an added ability to him. So now when they leave the barrier that debuffs them, they still get debuffed for at least 2 seconds before it goes away. Wow. Okay. That's a big buff. And finally, we have the ult here. So they nerfed the cooldown by 5 seconds. It's now 70 instead of 65. Cool. And the strike attack up effect to ally heroes is increased from 300 to 500. A 200 attack increase. That's crazy. But you know, okay, so it's shortened though. The buff stays less, but you get way more damage here. I would take that for sure. And also you get more defense by 100 from 600 to 700. Yeah. This this was definitely needed for Gohan. I'll definitely take that. They did very good buffing him. I'm not sure if this is gonna make him like the best support in the game right now, but Gohan needed something, and I'll definitely take that for sure, for sure. Because he was definitely among the weaker ones in the beta. But I did like his play style. Like I think this is an unpopular opinion, but I did enjoy Gohan, even though I'm someone who usually just only plays either tanks or damage. So yeah. Anyways, cool. Moving on, we have a buff for Daburo. What? No, please, please. Daburo is like to me one of the like most insane damage dealers. His damage output is crazy. Every time I'm up against Dabura, I'm just praying he doesn't go up against me because he just does so much. He stuns you, damages you like a lot. Anyways, I'm not I'm not gonna go over that right now. So stats, HP adjust to increase. Okay, this is basically the same as Gohan. I wish they just like clarify what this means. I'm not sure if this is just like a stat boost or just you know, you gain more HP as you level up or something like that. Okay. Skill 1, Doomray. Damage decreased from 900. Okay, this is okay, so they debuffed your damage with the ray. Okay. Plus 480. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a big debuff. What? Okay, cool. But they upped the petrification gauge gain increased from 40 to 15 to 49 and 14. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't call that like a buff, really. We'll see, because the stun is definitely like so egregious in the game. So maybe like getting a buff for that is better than the damage, but I really just don't think so, because I think my biggest problem with Dobro is how much damage he just did to you. So nerfing the first skill by a lot is not exactly the best for Dobro here. And the super attack, okay, just an all-around increase to that petrification gauge. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? From 40 to 50. I don't know. This is weird because this is more of a buff and nerf to him. We'll see how big that damage difference is gonna be. Because yeah, they definitely leaned more into making him a stun character. That's gonna deal like some damage more than like a damage character that also stuns. That was how Dabra kind of operated in the beta. You know, just based on the times I played against him and the times I did play him. Okay. Moving on. We have Super Saiyan Trunks. I actually love playing Trunks. He does a lot. I think his pick rate is like hella low, or either his pick rate or his win rate. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay. Just a small little tweak here. So yeah, adjusted to increase more easily during the match in game, so he gets more HP during the end game, I guess. And all attack up when transformed. He gets like a 10% boost here. Again, it's a little tweak because I think like Trunks is actually fine. He didn't need like a boost or anything. He was fine. I think people just didn't have enough time to maybe play him or something. Like, because he was doing a lot, man. He has like so many abilities that he could just like finish people off with, and I haven't really felt the need for them to like buff or nerf him. So a 10% like buff, I don't think that's gonna result in that big of a difference for that character. He is kind of balanced right now to me. Um, Moving on, we have Piccolo. Okay, I think Piccolo definitely needed a buff. Let's just see what they did with him, right? Light grenade. Okay, that's like the first skill. I'm not sure what, like I don't really remember what it does, but okay. So they increase the energy blast range from that from 9, 16, and 30 meters to 12, 18 to 30. Okay, so just they just kind of increased that for a little bit. That's actually cool. And then energy blast speed is changed from energy blast speed decreased. Okay. Cool. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. Like this right here is a little confusing. I might have to see that in game for me to like fully understand that, but yeah, they just kind of decreased the speed for the energy blast. I don't know if that's good or not, or if that's considered a buff. Energy blast damage at all levels. Oh, okay. Yeah, they is that a buff? Oh, they unified it. What? No, I don't like that. They really just said, yeah, we're just gonna make it ass. Huh? That's one of the biggest nerfs I've ever seen to just a move. So you go from level 1, 2,500, to level 2, 3,500, and level 4 being 4,000, to whatever this is. Let's just continue reading. I'll go back to this because this is outrageous. Skill level 2, super explosion, damage decreased. Okay. So is that another nerf or am I tripping? Yeah, bro, what are they doing? Distance at which damage increases per what? Distance at which damage increases per skill level. Okay. So from 7, 14. Okay, cool. I guess they made that like a little better because I think from what I remember, like grenade is better when it is when you shoot it from a long range. So they definitely decreased that from the third level to 7 meters. So like that's where the change is headed here. is that it became like way more useful in mid range. But the damage fall off here is absolutely just stupid to me. Like, what? How do you go? Like, how do you decrease like an ability damage from 4,000 to 2,520, bro? That's nothing. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, I don't know. I'll have to see this. Maybe it's not that big of a deal, but just from seeing this right here, it's yeah. Piccolo fans, bro. Piccolo mains, bro. I'm sorry, man. They probably killed your play with this one. Okay. We have a buff to Frieza first form. Stats. He gets more HP. Cool. And also, I mean, to me, Frieza, I feel like he kind of needed more than just a lower cooldown for his ults. But sure, maybe maybe he doesn't need all of that. Maybe just people at the current moment just don't know how to play Frieza. But to me, I feel like out of all of these characters, he probably needed the biggest adjustment to everything. But maybe it's just, again, to me, I feel like Frieza is definitely one of these characters that as people play the game more, maybe they're gonna like finally figure out how to finally just utilize him in the game. So yeah. Bojack. I love Bojack a lot. So yeah, they're giving him a buff, which I'm definitely hyped about. More health, all HP, all attack up when transformed, just a 5% difference. I mean, I'll take that, right? Passive. Subordinate now will appear in a fixed order. That's actually dope. Because now you can like predict, it's not up to luck anymore. Because yeah, your supporters were always kind of just showing up in some random. You never knew when a certain supporter is gonna come. It's like, oh, cool. I guess that one supporter is now here, and then he's suddenly here again, right? It's just it was all up to luck. Now you can actually strategize and use that to your advantage, which is cool. Stack based scaling of enhanced follow-up attacks removed for consistency. Stack based scaling of enhanced follow-up attacks removed for. I don't know what they mean by this. It's not exactly too clear, but sure. I'll take the word for it. Hopefully it's not that bad. Super attack, Giga Grand Smasher. I'll take that because I feel like this definitely could be even lower because I think this attack is easily one of the most avoidable supers because it's very telegraphed. Like it's not like a move where you can just do and the opponent is like gonna have a hard time dodging. Like I'm not saying it's impossible to hit. It's just even if it does, you can just easily get out of the range of it. So yeah, like cool. Having that like having shorter cooldown by 10 seconds is definitely a W for him. So yeah. All right. And the last buff is for Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. We get a stat boost here. All attack up, just a 5% difference. Cool. Caulifla is to me like just a really good character all around. Like one of the best tanks in the game. She did like just enough where I'm like, yeah, she's pretty tough. I don't think she needed this buff, but I'm not gonna say no to that, right? It's just that's cool. All right. So buffs all around. I would say this is the biggest W. This is such a huge change. Gohan is definitely going to be played now. Like it's insane how much they changed him. Dabura, I'm not too sure because I did love playing Dabura, so I'm not sure if this is going to be, like, I'm not sure if I like this change because they definitely changed the way you play Dabura here. Piccolo is like, even though it's a singular skill, this could easily make or break Piccolo. Like, I want to see this in game so I can like actually judge it because I don't know. This is crazy. Nah. Okay. Let's move on to the nerfs. So, for the first one on the list, we got Baby. This is a long time coming. Easily, probably the best tank in the game. I don't think there's like he's just like, genuinely Every time I go up against baby, man, it is not fun. Okay, like, I'll just read the nerfs and we'll see, right? So there's three changes here for the second and third skill and the super. So movement speed during activation for the energy explosion. I actually don't really remember this one. Again, I wish there was like a visualizer so I could just, because again, there's so many moves in the game and I'm still not visualizing all of the moves, right? So energy explosion, you get less movement now. Okay, so from 100 to 75%, that's not too bad. Damage decreased, initial shockwave. You get 250 and then 450. Now it's less by 50 for both. So that's a 100 less damage. Okay. Cooldown length. Also, you get. Damn. All right. So 3 second more. Yeah, that's just a big nerf. Like there's nothing positive about this. It's just like all around big nerf for that. Cool. Possession. Um, allies cover fire. Self HP recovery over time. Um. Okay. So is this self HP recovery over time from one 1 second to 0.75 seconds. Possession duration times. Oh, that's okay. A 2 second change to this is actually huge. Because this is like one of his biggest. Because this is a possession for allies, right? Sometimes you want to just because that's what baby like, main thing, right? So you just possess someone, you don't die, and you get more heals now, right? I think like from this self HP recovery, yeah. So you get more HP. However, the time that you just stay in someone's body is less by 2 seconds. Okay. Steal life effect to possession target decreased from 50 to 25%. Okay, that's a big nerf. So used to give like you still do that, but it's just possession also gives allies like a buff, right? Where if they hit, they basically like gain life steal, which is very huge. So yeah, that effect is just way less now. That is crazy. Yeah, that's a big nerf, man. Like I get what they're trying to do because main problem with baby here is he always just runs away, man. You can just like live in someone's head and he never die, right? So lessening the amount of time he can just stay in someone's body is like what we needed for baby, right? Um Also super attack, revenge blast, damage per shockwave is decreased. Damage decreased for each hit. Okay, so we went from this to bro. What? A 1,000 difference. That's yeah, okay. They definitely said yep. Okay, to be honest, this is my honest like okay. Recovered HP for each hero unified. So we went from what? This is the biggest nerf I've ever seen. No way, bro. We went from like healing by a lot to just 20%. From 80, bro. Like that's level 4 to no. That's crazy. They really just did that. Okay. I know I like okay, I know baby is probably like top 3 characters in the game currently, right? But nerf him like this is gonna fucking just destroy his whole thing, man. I don't know. Because the main problem with tanks in the game is that they don't just tank, bro. They deal so much damage for absolutely no reason. So yeah, I think they're definitely leaning more into making these tanks actual tanks. Okay, I'm not mad at that, bro. We'll see. I think maybe he's definitely now either way just way weaker or balanced. I'm trying to lean more into the balanced side, but we'll see. We'll see. Android 18. I don't think I gave 18 a proper what do you call it, like, placement in my tier list. Because I really haven't played her much. Haven't went up against a lot of players that did play her. But oh my god, is she insane. That ult is like one of the most insane ults ever. Because it's a guaranteed hit, and you basically can just guarantee kill anyone that has lower-ish HP. Like, yeah, she's insane, right? So she gets more HP, I think. Yeah. So that's more of a buff, but I don't like the fact that she does get that because I know the nerfs are gonna be heavy. So the passive, the assault rush, rush attacks no longer provide stacks. What? Because if I remember, like, stacks were part of like doing just a ton of damage. So what does that mean for her? Okay, cool. So a Sil dash, that's like the, yeah, it's just her dash move, right? Damage decreased from 900. Okay, so from this to what? So they just unified the damage here. Yeah, that's kind of big. That's insane. While reactivating, if an enemy is KO'd by your final assault dash, the number of possible reactivation will now increase. Huh? So you can like do it 4 times instead of 3? Um, I'm not sure what they mean by that, but maybe that's it. And the super attack, which is probably the most like broken thing about her, bro. Yeah, they definitely need to tweak that. I would say maybe lessen the damage. You know, like, I think 10 seconds is not gonna be that big of a deal, but yeah, I expected way more when it comes to like nerfing 18. But this is like, I don't know, because like stacks, right? Stacks here is like the biggest part because I don't remember how much that like affects her. I need to like look into it. But yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, that's interesting because this could be like a big thing for her, bro. But I'm not sure if that is gonna be like the deal breaker for people. All right. Yeah. So far, not that bad. Yeah, like Baby definitely took the biggest hit. Zamasu, we get more HP for him. Only one nerf. It's for his super here. We get the cooldown length from 80 to 90 seconds. Okay. So just as in skill level 3 super, movement speed effect decreased from 80 to just a small debuff. That's not too bad. Like, this definitely could have been much worse. Like, Zamasu got off the hook hella easily, so I don't think that's bad, right? So Majin Buu, I did not. Okay, so let's just see this. It's only on a single skill here, which is Ready Go. I'm not sure which one this is. No skills effect to any to what? No skills effect to enemies on hit removed. I don't. Am I stupid? I don't understand this. No skills effect to enemies on hit removed. Is that like a nerf? Because I'm not sure if that's a nerf. To enemies on hit removed. Okay, I'm not. Maybe someone gotta explain this to me because I'm not sure what this means. I'm not a Boo player, but yeah, this doesn't sound too bad for him though. And I don't think Boo actually needed a nerf, so I don't know why he's here. Okay, so we move on to Cooler here. Stats. We just get a HP increase. Um, yeah, that's a lot more. If they're giving him this much HP, they're definitely nerfing him to the ground. Cooler's main like thing was his damage output, but let's just see. HP increase, yeah, he just get all attack up. This is a buff. Why is he here? Super attack, Nova. Okay, so we get this. and damage upon explosion decrease. Really, that's it? So he gets all of this, but his super is now lengthened by like 5 seconds, and his like ult is okay. I mean, 500 is a lot. I'm not gonna say it's not, but that's not much considering he is a tank. So that's not his like main thing. I don't know, man. Cooler seems insane right now. Like Cooler, that is insanely high. We're getting like 3k HP and more attacks when transforming, and also just more base HP adjusted to increase. Yeah, that's just like that. That's crazy. That's definitely a buff. I don't know why they put him here. Finally, we are nerfing Krillin, which is one of the characters that I definitely put very low on my list. Purely because I just didn't go up against him that much, and every time I did, I really just was up against like the worst Krillins. And once I started playing him, I was like, no, he is cracked. It's just like there's genuinely like one of the most annoying characters to play up against. But yeah, people just didn't know how to play it. So in my lobbies, but you know, Krillin stats, base HP. Okay, I just wish this was like more clearly, um, just I don't know, told, because this doesn't make sense to me. I'm just gonna say this is like an HP increase, but you know, this one was the HP increase, but whatever. So skill 1, energy mine. We get a cooldown length from 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, that's not too bad. Energy blast explosion and secondary explosion damage decrease from from this, and this is the regular and this is the secondary. Cool. There's like a 200 damage difference, which is huge. Yeah, this definitely could be like a big change for Krillin here. Marked effect time shortened to from 7.5. That's bad, because if I remember right, like he marks the target and then like more damage or something is increased on that target. I'm not sure. I really I wish I had the abilities on my left monitor, but I don't. So yeah, okay, that's definitely like a nerf here. A big one at that too. It is what it is. Like I feel like he, if he had to get a nerf, maybe a small one, because I don't think this was warranted. Skill 3, homing. Okay, so they did give him a small buff here. Homing energy blast damage increase from 200 to 250. That's not bad. You know, could be more. It's at least something. What? No way he gets like a 20-second increase on his ult. From 50 to 70 seconds is insane. Okay, Krillin. Damn. Yeah, they were out for you, man. Goddamn. Alright. That is it for the buffs and nerfs, man. Yeah, this is crazy, man. These are some very, very big changes for these characters. Let's look at the adjustments now. So, for Super Saiyan Goku here, stats all attack up when transformed. So I think adjustments is just basically like buff and a nerf at the same time, but it's not like on a singular direction. I'm not sure. So it gets. I'm feeling like every single character with transform is gonna get this, right? Just I feel like to make them more consistent and just a small little buff. But you know, I appreciate that. So cool. Cooldown length for the Spirit Bomb. This definitely was needed, and I feel like this should have been at least 100. Because Spirit Bomb is one of the most cancerous ults in the game. You can just pop in, like everybody's gonna get hit. The range is way too big. And Vegeta, same thing with Goku, right? He gets also this, which I'm just gonna say is more HP. during the end game, which again, I don't know what's the difference between early and end, but sure. And yeah, he has basically the same adjustment with, with Goku. The only thing that's different here is Goku doesn't get this. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm still saying this attack right here is not even close to how good this one is. Super oop. Cool. He gets more increased HP during the end game, and okay, this is all of the adjustment for all of the cactus. Overall, some very big buffs and hella big nerfs. I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out, but I'm gonna be here for it, man. I'm gonna be trying all these characters. Last, but not least, is just the battle system. Let's just actually take a quick look. I don't really care that much. Okay, it's not that long, but so Nappa has his damage a boost effect upon KO. Oh, okay, so this is the buff you get. It is increased from 20 to 30. I actually like that. Cool. Movement speed buffs is increased from 10 to 15. This is just an all-around insanely good buff here. Skill damage is increased from 10 to 20 upon defeating Jacko. And God of Destruction will not prioritize heroes rather than accompanying characters such as Doria and Zarbon, etc. A timer has been added near the God of Destruction to indicate the time until Zeno arrives. Yeah, I mean this affects Frieza and future characters that summon. Helper with right similar to skills. Activation direction cannot be chosen with directional inputs. Huh? Similar to skills, activation direction cannot be chosen with directional input. Okay, this is for controllers or something. I'm not sure. Helper defense buff. From 60 to 30. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's a big buff for the helper here. Insane. Gekishin High. Cooldown reduction rate increased from 25 to 50%. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, I think these are the things on the bottom left. So lightning swift damage decreased actually from 1,000 to 800. Okay. Super snowball, all attack up per use increased from 50 to 75. Okay, cool. Well, that is it for all of the information we have for the first virgin buff. I'm very hyped to just see what's to go. Lots of insane things are gonna be happening in this game, and I'm gonna be covering a lot of these things, man. On release, day one, the first minute this game starts, I'm gonna be here playing and probably doing showcases and stuff. So, if you like this type of content, and if you've stayed this far, give my video a like. Maybe comment on the video for the algorithm, and if you like this type of content, subscribe because I'll definitely be doing more. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.